So here's the pre-run advice. Go as slow as possible on this top bit before the fire rod.
Try and keep up with Cathro, guys.
Brake with the precision of some, I don't know, samurai. Don't lock up because you'll die. And everything else should be a piece of piss. Good luck. Oh!
This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Oh, so slick.
Genuinely worried about this bit. Oh! Whoa!
Oh my.
Tree branch!
Oh no! That was
That
really fun.
We all made it. I'm actually well impressed.
Yeah,
I only use my non-electric bikes if I'm going out for a ride with other people who don't have them, or if I'm racing.
Hello, my name is Morgan and welcome back to the Derailed Trail Series podcast. This week I go for a ride with Ben Cathro and try and keep up with him down his local downhill track that he built. We talk a lot about e-bikes. It was my first ever time on an e-bike. Cathro's been training on them a lot recently. He says he's doing most of his riding on them. We talk about the value of them as far as an athlete or someone competing in enduro or downhill is concerned. We also talk about, I think we touched a little bit on like what impact they're going to have on mountain biking. They're obviously changing the sport massively at the moment. There's more and more people on e-bikes. The bike companies are selling more and more of these bikes. So whatever your sort of opinion on them is, we know that they're going to have a huge sort of impact on the sport. I have to say, I absolutely loved it. I thought it was great fun. It's really chill sort of climb up. It was snowing and wet and miserable on the day when we were in Pitlochry with Cathro, but we weren't doing the climb very long because we were just flying up on these e-bikes. I also thought they were really good fun coming down. It feels a little bit heavier. And I just really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed trying to keep up with Cathro down his local track. I really enjoyed riding his local track. I thought it was super good fun. It was a great day and it was a really fun ride. And I really hope you enjoy the episode. I think you will. If you do, please like, comment and subscribe. But we're going to jump in now to my ride with Ben Cathro at his local trails in Pitlochry. I really hope you enjoy it. And stay tuned.
Looks good.
Sweet.
Whoa!
Sweet.
Whoa! E-bikes, man.
E-bikes. This is my first time on an e-bike. How long have you had that thing for?
It's been a good year. 1,500 kilometers of pure joy.
Pure, unadulterated fun. How often do you use it compared to your other bikes?
I only use my non-electric bikes if I'm going out for a ride with other people who don't have them, or if I'm racing. I use this all.
That's the main bike you use, really?
Yeah. Why wouldn't you?
It's easier, yeah.
No.
You're right.
No. Well, yeah. No, I use it because I get to do more descents, and that is the main answer.
So then, in terms of like training for your World Cups, how do you look at, like, I suppose, yeah, you get more descents. So do you see it as like you'll only really go for a ride? Is it like a deliberate kind of training? Do you know, like an actual ride, not on an e-bike? And then your default is like the e-bike.
I guess so. Like I actually do have scripted ones on my cross-country bike if I need to do some like sprints.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't really make sense on the e-bike, but you can do it.
Yeah.
But
have you done sprints on the
yeah.
Really?
Well, you need to do a few quick ones. You just turn it off.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I suppose it's a bit heavier.
Yeah.
You don't just put it in boost.
Yeah. You turn it off, and then it's like resistance training.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. Actually,
that is snow, Mark.
I did not expect it to be bad weather. Just did anyway. I thought
the third winter is hid.
Yeah.
Fake spring is already gone.
Actually, maybe I'll just leave the hood down. So, what's your view on them? What was your like original thoughts on e-bikes? Were you, because like for me, like me and Hutch talked about this. It was like I had a bit of a sort of probably purist, elitist, slightly kind of like pretentious view on them in terms of like, you know, seeing people using them and stuff.
Well, the first ones I saw were those, I think it was like a high bike, downhill bike, electric bike.
Yeah, those were the first ones.
I was like, what is that? They look horrendous. But then when they started putting together some nice ones, my view was Santa Cruz, who I was sponsored by, hurry up and make an e-bike because I want one because they look sick. That was maybe like 5 years ago or so, and I've been pestering them for a while, and then they finally did it.
So they just released that last year?
No, a couple of years now, I think. And it's been perfect timing, having a baby, getting an e-bike, getting a prescribed hour and a bit a day.
That's it, yeah. If you've only got a little bit of time, you can just get the actual descents in.
Smash it out, so good.
And you're not tiring yourself out, I guess, for your,
well, you can if you
your
want.
other stuff.
Like my heart rate graphs are almost exactly the same.
Really? That's interesting. Yeah, that's what we were talking about. It's like, and my curiosity, I don't know, Lewis Kirkwood, I think, is doing research into e-bikes and like how they compare. I've said this a few times now in the podcast, and he might be doing something else. I think that's what he said.
It tapers off your peaks. Like
It's more consistent.
You don't get the same like spikes that you would get on a normal bike.
Because that's the thing with a mountain bike ride, is like, I do a lot of running, and I just got a watch recently that tells me my heart rate.
Yeah.
And like most of the running I do, it's fairly kind of low intensity, like sort of like 145 or 130, 145. And on mountain bike rides, like frequently, you're like way high. You're like 180, 190, like at the top of climbs. Which I guess,
especially if it's a climb you're trying to clean, it's like
totally,
real tricky ones.
Especially as well in a group, because there's always that.
Oh yeah.
There's just always this sort of like everyone staying silent, chatting, pretending like
everyone
we're not absolutely smashing it.
Nosing out in front.
Yeah, and then you get home from the day and you're like absolutely hooked.
More
Boost? More boost. Are we? I'm at like, what am I even at?
I'm on 2.
Mine keeps on going up and down for some reason. I'm on 2. That 2 seems reasonable.
Christo's getting cold is what he's saying. He wants to go fast.
I get you. Yeah, so am I actually. My hands are freezing. Yeah, not. And there's been better weather rides.
Yeah.
Certainly. So it smooths off your sort of peaks and troughs.
Yeah.
Like on the rides.
Yeah.
So and you think it's obviously like a good training tool then?
Yeah. Well, my main reason I ride a bike is to go down hills fast, so if I can go down more hills fast, I'd prefer it pretty much.
Yeah, it does just take this sort of because I quite like, I don't know about you, but there's like times where it's quite nice to have a good like hard climb or something. But then at the same time, there's always that apprehension before a ride. I don't know if you get that, like especially on the group, and you're like, how hard are we going to go up this first climb? And these bikes just kind of take that away. So you can just think
definitely. Like, I'm excited to go out on the bike every time.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I was thinking last night. Like today, I was so excited especially about using the e-bike. I was like, this is nothing. But there's going to be no not fun parts. Although
I heard
now
you
that
were
it's
still
snowing,
nervous though.
and my one cause for concern was trying to keep up with you down your track.
I think the challenge later on today is going to be who can get down it without coping, because it's going to be greasy today.
I'm actually terrified. So you got Hutches on a second one that you've got, which you got for your wife?
Yep. So my wife, I've taken her out on a few bike rides and she's been pretty adamant it's not for her.
Yeah.
Doesn't enjoy the adrenaline part of it. Likes the adventure part and going out and seeing the scenery and everything, but doesn't enjoy the kind of effort and pain of it. She's not big into that.
Yeah, my girlfriend's exactly
so I was like, I get an e-bike. Well, actually, she had a shot on this one, and then she was like, actually, that's not too bad. So I was like, right, I got a line of credit with Santa Cruz, so let me try and sort you out one. And even if you don't like it, I'm sure we can sell it because there's a big demand for bikes at the minute.
Absolutely,
we got it.
Yeah.
And we've been out on a few rides, and it's been mostly good. There was a couple of dodgy moments where the bits of track we went down were gnarlier than I thought they were. But it's mint because then get my son sat in a kid seat up front and we can go out with family trips. That's where they could be. I don't know, there was a pink bike thing actually just the other day that was like how to introduce your friends to mountain biking. Yeah,
and it is such a like some people, the top comment, I don't know if you saw it, was like, wait, so you don't just, the objective is not just to show off as much as you can, take them to the gnarliest thing, and like...
Well, taking Tina out in her first ride down this and they're wet.
Is that the trail?
Yeah, that's some of it.
Oh, sweet.
That's some of it.
Oh, it does, it looks quite hard packed. it's going to be a wee bit. But yeah, and then the part of that is just like for pretty much anyone I know that's not like into the outdoors, like my girlfriend, a couple of my brothers, well, one of my brothers, my sister, and then just like anyone that's a friend that's not a mountain biker. It's like, that is the thing. It's like, what, you want me to cycle up a mountain like again and again? Like, no, I don't care how fun the next part is. Like, I'm just not doing that bit.
Well, the downs don't really become fun until you've done it for a while.
Exactly, yeah. And like it takes yeah, so like the excessive, like you need to be so fit to actually just enjoy a mountain bike ride.
Well, I think a lot of people get stuck in that because it is, to begin with. It's such a challenge to get into it, like any sport.
Exactly, yeah.
And they seem to think that everyone has to go through that pain. You have to suffer the climbs. You don't deserve the downhills and enjoying it unless you suffer the climbs. So don't get e-bikes, it'll ruin you. Like, oh, that's really negative. You don't have to suffer. It can be fun on the way up as well.
I think there is in a lot of sports. I suppose as well, maybe people like us take for granted that, like, from quite as a sort of young teenager, I was like obsessed with racing, and then the sort of training came with that. And then so by the time you're an adult, like, you just kind of take having a good fitness for granted.
Yeah.
And then, as you say, you sort of have this elitist, like, sort of masochistic view that no one is allowed to enjoy such pleasures as descending a mountain bike without going through the boring pain of, like the climbs and the intervals and everything else.
You got to earn your descents. Man.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, whereas people, I'd imagine, like your wife, is like, just wants to have fun, and if an e-bike opens that up to them.
Yeah, I just want to go out, get a bit of fresh air, see some sights. And have it be relaxing. Relaxing. I don't do relaxing rides normally, so a little bit of assistance isn't a bad thing. And I've done a few rides where I've actually gone out on my normal bike.
Yeah.
While she's on the e-bike. Holy shit, it's hard to keep up.
Really?
Yeah, she's just like
she's making you suffer.
And I've got the backpack with all my lunch in. I got my son sat in the front who weighs an absolute ton.
She does it.
Slogging along.
That's funny. So what's your view? You have a fairly positive, because there's no doubt, like just in the last few months, I would say in the last year, maybe since lockdown, like these things are changing the sport in a big way.
It's going to be 90% of bikes sold soon, I think.
You think?
Yeah, just makes sense. Like, the kind of commuting bike scene is already going way deep into that. So I think mountain bikes will do the same. This is going to look so cool. Love it.
It's a cool place, actually, Pitlochry, isn't it?
There's a bit of blue sky and sunshine over there.
Maybe it'll come and welcome us.
Amazing.
Yeah, I suppose especially as well as like these things. I mean, in 10 years we'll probably look on these like first kind of e-bikes.
Whoa.
Hutch's phone.
Your phone fell out your pocket.
Go.
Technical issues. Oh.
The producers are shit, aren't
I cannot feel my hands.
Take a few selfies.
That's why I dropped. I was trying to take a cheeky selfie.
Yeah, and sometime we'll look back on these bikes as we now look back on like old hospital equipment or something, you know, just like these like archaic, huge like down tubes and stuff. And they'll just be like normal bikes. I mean, that can't be, I don't know much about the technology of it, but I'd imagine it's not that far away.
Yeah, well, it's just all battery tech, isn't it? As soon as the batteries get good enough, which they're gonna, because everything's going that way with cars. The whole world's energy production going back to renewables, not back to, but moving to renewables, and we need storage, and batteries are going to be a huge part of it, so the tech is going to just go flat out over the next few years, I reckon.
Yeah.
And then we'll just have these svelte normal looking bikes, which a lot of people seem to really want. They don't like the look of
An e-bike.
the pregnant whale.
Yeah,
I don't care as long as it works. I'm all on board. But yeah, I think you're right. The bikes are just going to look just like a normal mountain bike.
They will be, yeah. It is. We're all going to be riding e-bikes whether you like it or not. It's like 29ers. I mean, that was a less of a jump in technology, but remember, like the World Cups, like Loic Bruni was like very down on them, and like a lot of the top riders were like, no, why are we moving to 29ers? And now it's just like everyone rides a 29er. That's it. Yeah.
Well, the shorter guys still run the small wheel on the backs just so they don't get
the mullet, yeah,
the kiss of death on the lip of a jump. But yeah, definitely. I think trying to get a normal bike will be the niche.
Yeah.
Whereas it started, these were the niche. The normal bikes will be.
Do you think they'll ever have a place in downhill?
Doesn't make sense. Only for doing self-shuttling, like full-on downhill bike and then being able to ride yourself to the top. But in racing, there's no point because it's a gravity-fed, skill-based sport. So having a motor doesn't make sense unless it's like a wee thing to power other electronics on the bike for suspension control and gears and things. But
totally.
Who knows?
What's your view then on one of my interests with these bikes is how the weight of it would feel. And that
you've not ridden one down a hill
No,
yet.
this is going to be my very first attempt.
That is going to catch you out, by the way. You're going to have issues.
Oh my god, it does. It looks absolutely lethal.
Like
it's been so dry as well.
Oh, it's going to be funny.
Yeah, what's your? I can't even remember what my question was now. Oh, the weight of them. Like, how does it feel? And is it like a good thing? Do you like the weight of it?
I think it feels mint. It feels like a old school downhill bike.
Yeah.
I know the weight's nice and central. I think if your riding style suits it, it's sick. Because people that are flowier in the riding style and like to carve and a bit more laid back in their riding, suits them really well. But if you're a really twitchy rider that likes to hop and skip and move, then the weight's a bit of a hindrance.
The same. That's interesting.
But I think it makes them so stable. I really like it.
Yeah, that's what I'd imagine. It'd be super. Well, we'll find out soon enough.
Right,
super grinded.
It's a little bit sloppy.
We're going to boost for this. No. No?
Trail.
Boost, surely.
That was a bit more successful than yesterday.
Ah, that was sick.
You got it.
Just went straight through the middle. And boosted it. This is where I think they're most exciting. It's just like going up what would otherwise be a really hard climb.
Awkward techie climbs.
Absolutely. There's even snow up here.
It's tricky to get the traction right. It's easy to kind of spin out.
How do you find going back to your normal bike?
Definitely feels a bit weird when you first set off, but I find I get used to it pretty quickly.
Do you find it easier going from your e-bike to your downhill bike?
I wouldn't say I've really noticed it being easier or worse switching any bikes. Oh.
This is sweet. This is so fucking cool.
Mark's having the epiphany that me and Hutch were just talking about.
Cathro, I get it. Normal bikes are dead.
There's a place for both.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Crystal was just saying like the EWS is like more brutal than the normal one.
Well, yeah, you're forced to do the most heinous climbs possible at the EWS.
Yeah, that's gotta change enduro more than it. Like downhill will probably be about the same, and then enduro is gonna probably change a lot.
Oh,
that was sick.
My fingers.
So we're going to put the brakes on the e-bike conversation for a little bit so I can try and follow Ben down the downhill track that he's built here, which he's told me is super hard packed. It's been really dry here for the last like ages.
No, it's literally snow melted. Everything got baked for like a couple of weeks, and it was just the best it's ever ridden until this morning.
Yeah, so it's going to be absolute, like I'm shitting myself. It's also my first time riding an e-bike, and I'm also following or trying to follow Ben down this trail, which he says he's going to go slow, but I don't believe him at all.
The only way you get down this top section is by going as slow as possible.
Okay, cool.
In the wet. So here's the pre-run advice. Go as slow as possible on this top bit before the fire road.
Okay, try and keep up with Cathro,
Brake with the precision of some, I don't know, samurai. Like, don't lock up because you'll die. And I'll shout you for the drops. There's 2 drops that you can't roll, and everything else should be a piece of piss.
All right.
He says about to crash in the first time.
Okay.
Cool. So, what's the order then, Chris?
Cathro, Morgan, me.
Ideal. Good luck.
Okay, so far so good. Woo! Oh. The bike does feel quite cool. Woo!
Right. Hold on to your butts.
The weight actually feels pretty good. Whoa. Whoa.
Oh!
This is ridiculous. Oh my god. Oh, so slick.
Right. Genuinely worried about this bit. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you did it. Sick.
That was actually sweet.
Involuntary drop.
Okay, here we go.
Oh.
I actually love how it feels. The weight feels amazing.
Yeah, they're so. Whoa!
Oh my.
So stable.
It's unbelievably sick.
I've got some like e-bike dry tires on, which are horrendous.
Yeah. Oh, it feels sweet. It's just, you're just terrified you push it in the wrong bit.
Courtesy wipe.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
We're here, we're still alive.
Still alive. Oh.
Oh, I think I can see why you don't ride your other bike much.
Oh.
It feels really good like when you jump it.
Yeah.
Like the weight does feel cool.
It's like a motorbike.
Yeah, it does, but like one that you can actually control. Sweet track as well. Oh, I love this bike. Feels so sweet.
Right, when you go
Nice.
up this rock, it's a drop.
This is the drop.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's fine. Oh, we're still here. Okay, it's not been as bad as I thought. Yeah, I kind of thought the back might just like have you like sinking down like a motorbike,
Yeah.
but it doesn't.
Oh! We didn't fix that as
That
well.
was a fun little gap. Oh, that was sick.
That was the bit we fixed yesterday. It's obviously not hardened up yet.
That was fun.
Good
Okay,
for more.
Cathro is he's an honest man.
Right, really steep rock roller here. Just follow me.
Okay. Ooh. Nice. Wow, what a fun track. More rocks outside, some loam. Nice. Oh, inside.
This is like the natural section.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Oh, sketchy.
Oh.
Drop on the left.
Oh, tree branch.
Oh, no. It's a missile track, sweet. Look at that sun, it's back. I thought we wouldn't be seeing it again today. Oh no, outside. Whoa. Nice. Oh, sweet. Oh, that was really fun.
We all made it. I'm actually well
We're here.
impressed.
Amazing.
Well,
Oh,
actually,
okay.
it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be.
I thought we were just gonna go full speed.
Nah, when it's
You were
like
good.
that, you can, but then you hit like sporadic bits where it's just like
Yeah,
ice.
you just couldn't. You wouldn't be able to know when it was gonna be. Like it was just gonna get you.
And the sun's out.
That was fun. And do you want to go again? It's no problem.
This doesn't feel like the same day at all. What the hell?
No, this is what it was like just before we left.
What, another lap?
Yeah, I reckon.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I feel like I'm warming up now.
Okay, sweet.
Oh no!
Lap
Oh, it's not turned on.
It's not worth it.
boot her up. Are we on?
Oh, yours turns on down there.
Is it on? We're on. Oh!
Oh, sweet.
Oh, there we go.
It's feels a lot more scary that you're gonna loop out on the wheelies.
So it's going to look like we shot the bottom of that track on a different day because we're going uphill again and it is snowing again.
It's bizarre because when we got to the bottom, it was actually like warm and sunny. There was steam coming off all of our jackets. And now, good for continuity though. Back on the same climb, back in the same way.
Kind of wish it was on a normal bike so I could get warmer.
Yeah, that is probably one problem with an e-bike. So we talked a lot about e-bikes in the first climb, first lap. I'm quite keen to talk to you a little bit about trail building, and because that was a big project. So the trail we just rode was something you built last year.
Yeah.
And you had a bit of, or it was probably your first time building a track, like trying to do it kind of officially and stuff. Like,
yeah.
Do you want to tell us a bit about like?
Well, I mean,
yeah, what that process was like.
You say trying to do it officially. I just from talking with people assumed you were allowed to build tracks on this hill.
Yeah.
Not officially, but they were just like you know, turning a blind eye to it as long as you built them properly. Which was wrong. Well, it wasn't wrong. I think there was a little bit of a kind of grey area agreement where if you just built things subtly and well and away from walkers' paths, not big hip jumps right next to them, then it was fine. So when I was posting stuff all over Instagram about it, obviously people in the forestry saw and were like, WTF?
Yeah.
What is he up to? So yeah, I got in trouble. And it was
So
me,
you got in trouble from the forestry?
Yeah. So like it was me that planned it all. I planned the route and everything, trying to be sensible, making sure it didn't cross walkers' paths, making sure when it crossed fire roads, there was something to try and slow you down.
Yeah.
But it turns out that area of the hill was kind of not protected, but they were trying to maintain its beauty.
Yeah.
Because the walkers' path goes up that section of the hill. And I built a sick track.
Nice fast downhill track there.
Right down the middle of it. So they were just like, oh, can you not?
Yeah.
So we're going to have to reroute a little bit of it, which we're still working with the forestry on doing.
So now you're trying to work more closely with the forestry, get their permission as
yeah.
you go. It's a funny one because it's such a growing sport,
and it's got to be very beneficial. I mean, like the Tweed Valley, it's like hugely beneficial to the local economy. It's more and more people down there, and this is like me and Hutch were talking about this as well. It's like it's all pretty much all the attractions are like not state funded. They're just people going out and building tracks, and then so like the town's benefiting, but people are still have issues. Some of the walkers and stuff have issues with the tracks.
There's always going to be conflicts of different people using the same land for different things. So that's why it needs a bit of rule and regulation so that people aren't taking the piss, kind of thing. And I mean, to begin with, the Tweed Valley wasn't like that. It was people building tracks and getting in trouble for it, and
people
wasn't
destroying the tracks as well.
People destroying the tracks, and it wasn't like a huge asset to the valley, but it turned into one once biking kind of got more and more popular and more people knew about them.
Yeah, it's a good model actually, the Tweed Valley, because there is no walkers. It's almost like mountain bikers have. It's like our place, and the walkers are like we're in a mountain bike zone.
Yeah.
Do you know? And so there's doesn't seem like there is. I don't think there is any conflict down there between walkers and mountain bikers like there is in so many other places.
Yeah.
I wonder how, like, I suppose they had an official, like they had the sort of state involvement as well, which maybe like changed the perception of it.
Yeah, possibly.
Like with Glentress, and at least they knew like officially built trails.
I know here this has always been a walker's hill because there's a walk right up to the kind of crown of the hill, which is like a National Trust kind of protected area in the crown of the hill.
Yeah.
So bikers have definitely moved into this area. So there are people that are a bit, the hell are you doing? This is our hill.
Yeah.
It's for walkers. So we do have to kind of be careful. And the access to the hill is a bit tricky because the only way to get in and out is either on a walker's path from the golf course, or through access by the A9 at the bottom of the hill. So a lot of people shoot down that walker's path, which obviously will upset locals.
Annoy the walkers.
We're just trying to play it careful.
What do you think the ratio of walkers to mountain bikers is?
Up here, it's still way more walkers.
Really?
Yeah, because it was super unknown till I came in and screwed it all up.
That's a good question as well. How big a difference? I mean, you're probably one of the best known mountain bikers in Scotland, certainly, and you're producing content not just about like, you know, secret places. It's like we know everything you're up to all the time.
I say we're trying not to mess up or annoy other kind of forest users, but I actually upset a few of the local bikers as well, because this was like their secret riding place.
Yeah.
Like their private tracks, and then I've kind of brought in a lot more people, but then I'm trying to balance that out by doing a lot more maintenance on all the other tracks here.
Was that part of the reason you wanted to build a trail as well?
No, I wanted to build a trail because I just wanted a nice mint track near my house.
Yeah.
That was the main goal. Plus we were all locked down with nothing to do, so.
What's your view on like, because there's an attitude I think, especially when like people in the outdoor kind of community, of like wanting to have the outdoors almost to themselves and not wanting them to be busy and stuff. And like it's a big problem everywhere.
It's a catch-22 though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly, because like we're at least on the surface saying we want to encourage more people into the outdoors, and then, you know, when they're actually there, it's like, no, wait, go home. We didn't think you were actually going to do it.
There's a bit of a storm coming in.
This is so grim.
But it's always the way. People ruin nature. Pretty much. But then you can't go out and enjoy it without ruining it. So we just have to be sensible.
Contain it, I guess. It's like, have roads, have the tracks, don't come off those
let's get into the trees.
Oh my god, yes please. That is a cold wind.
Oh, that's so much better. Let's just stay in here.
Oh, yes. So much better. Wow.
I feel like if we were on normal bikes, we'd be going home.
Yeah, probably.
This isn't worth it.
Although at the end of that last lap, it was so sunny. I
Yeah.
thought that was going to be it again.
There's a couple bits here that might not be rideable on the way up. We'll see. Watch out for the slippy logs. Oh, grim.
Fun climb.
Such a good shot.
Cool. This is Totem, built by the locals.
Nice.
Very varied. Top section's quite snowy. Then it gets less snowy as we go.
Sick.
Let's go.
So take the right split. And watch out for the logs.
So many slimy logs. Through some trees. Back up a
This-
hill, no problem.
This bit might be a river. No, not too bad.
That's got the snow in the eye problem. Bit faster. Yes. Woo! Oh, that's some more sniper roots.
Right.
Yes, okay, out of the snow into some very slick looking forest. Oh, that route is at a horrible angle.
Did you get across it?
Yeah. It's at a crisis of confidence.
Tight turns. Tight turns and sneaky routes coming up.
Oh, lovely little wooden bridge feature. Yes. It's incredibly slick. Oh, there's so many roots. Whoa! Whoa! There's just so many roots.
Yeah. And we courtesy wipe.
They're all.
We're good.
Oh, Cathro's a pro. Whoa. Woo! So slick. Okay.
Yeah, you get good riding greasy stuff in the winter here.
Absolutely. Is it about to get a bit steeper?
Yeah, this is a good bit. Nice and flowy. Whoa,
Yes.
going right.
Oh, getting so much snow in my eye. Little shit. Left. Sweet. Oh, I wish I brought my goggles.
Right, greasy turns and a fallen tree.
Oh.
Woo!
Oh, you gotta watch out on the left there.
Ah,
It's fun.
yeah, I like that one.
That was fun. It's quite fun riding it like this actually as well.
Oh, blind and trying to talk.
Yeah, trying to talk. The snow going in my eyes. I left and then it started snowing and I was like, oh no, I should have brought my goggles.
Nah, what you need is the goggle lens attached to the front of a set of glasses.
Yeah, is that what that is?
No, it looks like
It does look exactly like it. It does look quite simple.
Oh,
Sweet. Is
that-
there?
that's a good one. But it leaves us quite far up the hill, so I think we can squeeze in something else.
back up the hill.
Might as well, eh?
Certainly not a problem.
No.
Put the seat down. Back
Why,
up we go.
why is it not a problem? Why isn't it? Is it because we're on e-bikes? I think it's because we're on e-bikes.
Right, we've gone into boost.
Okay, I really hope you enjoyed that episode with Ben. It was great to see his local trails, as I said. Thank you to him for showing us around. If you do like the episode, please like, comment, and subscribe. We will be back with more of these Thursday, 6 o'clock. We've got loads in the pipeline. We're going to be focusing more now on these trail series. It seems like people are enjoying them. We're enjoying recording them. So I think we're going to try and prioritize kind of the trail series over the virtual podcast. But it doesn't say that we're going to put an end to those ones either. But most of the content from our Derailed series now is going to be probably these riding podcast things. So please let us know what you think in the comments. Please subscribe to our channel, and we will be back next Thursday, 6 o'clock. So thank you for watching, and see you then.